Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and welcome back to another Squarespace Rapid Fire Critique, where I take one of your websites and tell you what I think about it. If you'd like to submit your website for a possibility of critique, go to bit.ly/FroCritiques and follow the directions right there. Now, if you're looking for the best turnkey solution for creating your own professional photography portfolio website, I highly suggest you check out squarespace.com/fro, because you'll get a 14-day free trial, no credit card needed, no obligations. Try it out. If you don't like it, don't use it. If you do decide that you like it, because I personally use it, use the code FRO at checkout to save 10% off your entire first year or month. So let's jump into this. We've got Rhonda Schultz Photography. Now, right off the bat, it's looking like not a professional website. Now, I don't say that to be mean. I just say that because when I get to this website, the first thing that I see is Rhonda Schultz Photography watermark in the bottom of the corner. I see Rhonda Schultz Photography over here just as text. I don't see a design, a logo. Get some kind of graphic design in there so that it's like your logo and people recognize it, right? But then I notice up here that it says Zenfolio.com. Now, Zenfolio is a good website that's been around a long time for helping people sell their prints and to build websites themselves. I prefer using Squarespace to showcase my work, though Squarespace doesn't have the same ability to allow you to sell photos and connect right to the labs to have it printed. I still like the way that the Squarespaces look and how easy they are to build. I'll show you how I make a gallery a little later on. I just don't think it looks very good to have yourname.zenfolio, or same thing, yourname.squarespace or squarespace.com/whatever. I think it's important that you buy a domain name and you map it so that it doesn't show Zenfolio or some other business's name in there. You want it to look like this is your profession, this is what you do. All right, back to here. Let's read off to the side because I don't see an about page, which is what I usually like to check, but I see it over here. Hello, my name is Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. I have been a photographer for 11 years. I started out photographing my children when they were small, which is always great. Love hearing about people picking up cameras, capturing their kids, and then turning it into a profession or into an extra way of making income. I then fell in love with it. I have photographed over 50 weddings, 150 seniors, and countless families. See, seniors is one of those things that you really need to explain, because not everybody understands that means senior portraits, and I'm talking about myself, is that I see seniors, I'm thinking, oh, old people, cool. I've shot a lot of old people. But really what you mean are young people graduating from school. 150 seniors and countless families with children. I guess it could, what about families without children? Have you shot them? Let's see. I live in Oceana County, which I don't know where that is, and love to use our beautiful area as a backdrop. I am happily married, and we have 2 teenage boys who hate having their picture taken at this point. I would love to answer any questions you may have or meet with you or a consult. Does that mean for a consult? But I don't like the term consult. It's like so corporate in this case. Thank you so much for visiting. Please enjoy the photos. So right off the rip, I'm scrolling down and I see a lot of photos and a lot of watermark type photos. You know, I come up to a family photo like this and, oh, so when you click on that, I guess I can share slideshow, host your photos on Zenfolio. So now they have a big ad on your website for promoting Zenfolio. Even on Squarespace's site, even though I promote Squarespace, I turn off the bug that shows Squarespace, powered by Squarespace on the site. I don't want that on there. I want to promote myself on my site. The thing that I get with this photo is that the recommendation is, I got to turn around for this. It looks like you're using either more of a kit lens with not as good as an aperture, like a 2.8 or a 4.5, sorry, an f4, but you may be shooting these too wide. You're too close to these subjects. Look at the background. The background is completely in focus, basically. I can see exactly what's going on with that house back there, and it's distracting. It's really distracting to have that. Move this tractor away from the background, or you back up, zoom in, isolate the subjects is going to help blow out the background, right? So that's what happens. You shoot wider, you get more depth of field perception in there. When you shoot tighter, you're compressing the background, which is going to isolate your subjects, which would give you a better photo, in my opinion. So I'm going to go back to the home page right here. I just don't like the way that this is set up. I don't know what this is. Are these your best images? What am I looking at? So let's see, featured gallery. Oh, there's featured galleries. Senior Noel. Noel. Okay, we got Noel. All right, I don't want to watch Noel. We've got wedding, the He-Miller wedding, but it's from 2016. We're in 2018 now, and your featured wedding is from 2 years ago. You know, on the clock, 18. Well, it may not be 2 years ago, but that doesn't look good. It doesn't look good to have your feature wedding or a featured gallery be a wedding from a couple years ago. So let's click on weddings and see what we've got. I don't like this. I don't like the background. This is like year 2001 style website look. Let's scroll. Hey, look, I'm scrolling. How many photos are on this page? Now, Rhonda, please don't get upset. I'm just pointing it out like I see it right here. I just think your work is good. We can cut down the amount of photos, rework the entire website with a Squarespace or something else, which is my recommendation, a Squarespace, and make this work really fast. But there's way too many photos here. You got to edit these down. I don't want to sit here and scroll through this. And then if I click on something like, what am I going to click on? I'll click on this one. Oh, I can download it? I don't want to download it. Oh my God, I just downloaded this photo. That's so weird that I can do that. I don't like this photo, by the way. It looks, to be honest with you, well, one, it's not in focus, and so because it's not in focus, which it's back focused on like this thing over here, and you added all this extra stuff, it just looks like a cell phone picture, to be honest with you. I would get rid of that photo. Showcase your best of the best of the best work with honors, sir. I know you've got to have 20 solid keepers in here that you could showcase. All right, we're going to go back to the home page. Then we've got engagements. Oh my God, same amount. Look at this. There's so many of these now. These are nice. Pick your best of the best of the best and then move on from there. Senior. Let's see. Right. All right. Oh no! What is this noise? I hear ticking. Is there a bomb? Kitty, is there a bomb? No, Kitty, there's not. Music on a site is not acceptable anymore. I don't want to see a gallery and have music. If I want music, I'm turning on Spotify and listening to some Post Malone. That's right, Post Malone, shout out, whatever that means. But you got it. It's weird that you have a slideshow right here. Photos are fine, but the design and the layout of the site isn't where I think it should be. A ton of family photos. Again, pick the best of the best of the best with honors, sir. Go from there. We've got children. Cool. Oh my God, there's a million of those. Same thing applies there. We've got contact. So we can call you. We've got this. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Guest book is empty. Get rid of it. Why do we have a guest book? Get a blog up here. I'm a big proponent of a blog. I like having you tell stories because I say this in some past ones of these rapid fire critiques. If you want to showcase 8 trillion photos, then one, have your wedding gallery showcase your best work. Then, on a blog, tell the story of each wedding that you did. So that gives you more content and a place to put more images. So where you put in, say, 2 images from one of your weddings in the portfolio, you can now put in 22 or 32 or 102 as long as they work and tell a great story. Tell the story of the day. I enjoyed this wedding. This was tremendous. It was beautiful. Blah, blah, blah. The same old stuff that people say about weddings and don't really mean but really want to say it. That's just me personally. Subjective realitying you to me and how I feel about weddings. But that's what I think you should do. That way you can put your best here, spread it out into the blog, and then you'd be good to go. What do we have left? We've got wedding investment, one of the worst things that I personally see, or I don't care if you put the prices on your site. I'm not a fan of putting prices. I'm more of a fan of saying starting at, but investment, wedding investment. It's like, oh, great, I have to make an investment here. And then it's in a gallery, right? Ooh, I could download it too. But I just don't like the way that it shows, right? I don't like the way that it's listed here. All wedding coverage, 2 photographers, great. 4 USB with high resolution images. In this day and age, you don't need to give give 1 USB stick with all the stuff. If they want to copy it, they can copy it, or give them a download link from your Zenfolio or from Dropbox to download all the images. I know it still looks good to deliver something, but you don't need to give 4 USB drives. 100 edited online proofing gallery. Well, what if you have more than 100? Engagement session, 12 by 12 album, 16 by 20 of favorite photo, 10 8 by 10s, holy shit, 10 5 by 7 prints, 24-hour 10 edit preview. All right, I get that. But you are giving the luxury collection, $2,000 gets 2 photographers, gets those 4 USB sticks, gets all of those prints. You're spending your time, that's pretty inexpensive, and a book. Look, a book, what size book? A 12 by 12 album used to cost me $850 just to produce. That was back in the day. It was a different type of book. They're much less expensive now, but maybe they're not. Maybe the way that I made them, there was like I would charge $1,000 for it, and it would cost me anywhere between $600 and $800, depending on how many photos and how many pages and the time to lay it out. I don't know if you're undervaluing yourself here, or this is what your market demands in terms of pricing, but that's pretty inexpensive for what you're offering, especially with 2 photographers. What are you going to pay them? $250, $300, $400 as a second shooter? Then all of your time? I don't know that you're making enough profit on this wedding to make it worthwhile. Then we got the classic collections, only $1,000. Then we got by the way, the $1,000 one should be over here to the right, and the elegant collection should be on the left. That should be the second package that's there. 10 by 10 album, still all of the extra work that you need to do unless you're just making Adorama Pix books. Additional services, additional coverage hours. I hate that. I personally hate that. I'll say this again. When I did weddings, this is me personally, I didn't sit there and say 8 hours and then any additional hour is another $100. You hire me for the day. Within reason, right? I'm going to show up in the morning. All these weddings run the same. Hey, I'd love to be there for when the makeup is being done and the hair is being done, because I'm going to get some good shots early in the day that gets everything started right. Okay? So it doesn't cost me any extra money to be, yeah, it costs me more time to be there, but you go through the day of the progression. By the time you get to the party, your job is basically over. You're taking dancing shots and cake shots and garter shots. So you've got that, and by the time the cake is cut and the garter's thrown, if they still throw the umbrella and all that stuff, if they still throw the bouquet, you're done. You can hang out. You can say, hey, is there anything else you need? You can almost relax. And that's fine for the 8 hours, 9 hours, whatever it takes. But look, if they go, just added value. Don't charge more for stuff like that. That's just me, within reason. What else could we get additionally? Additional photographer. Hey, Kitty, please don't pick at my chair. Thanks, Kitty. You don't have to pick at my chair and ruin my Herman Miller chair, Kitty. Engagement session, charge $200 for that. Additional USB, $150. So you're calling that a $600 gift? 4 USBs, you're calling that $600? Holy Jesus. Just put them up on Dropbox and call it a day. Ooh, how far in am I on this? Okay, I know this is going pretty far. Yeah, let me get out of here. So look, Rhonda, please don't get upset. I know that you can do better with your site. It can be designed better and laid out and showcasing your best work and putting your best foot forward, and not have Zenfolio up here in the title. You're working, you're making money. Invest in the site to make it better. Let me show you guys something. This is the back end of my site here. If I want to add a gallery, I go to Pages. I could add it as non-linked, meaning it doesn't go public, but I'm not worried about it going public. So I'm going to call this Personal Stories, and I'm going to call it, click on gallery. Kitty, please don't rub me. I'm trying to work. I'm going to call it Special Olympics. Special Olympics. I'm going to click on this. So now it says drag and drop. So I'm going to drag and drop these images here. I export them, let me tell you, while it's propagating. I just drag them in, it's uploading. I export everything for the web from Lightroom at 250 pixels on the longest side. I think Squarespace recommends 2,000 pixels, but I upped it because screen resolutions are getting better and bigger. So I make it 2,500 on the longest edge at 300 DPI at 100 quality. You could do 80 quality and it still would look fine. And what's happening is Squarespace is uploading it to their system and then it's converting it into, I think, 7 different sizes depending on what size screen somebody's looking at it. So if it's on a phone, they're delivering a smaller size image to make it load faster and faster. So you can see that this gallery is almost fully uploaded, ready to go. 10 images here. Don't take that long to make. If I go down here to the bottom under personal photo stories, Special Olympics is already there. Kitty, get relaxed. Kitty, please. If I want to move an image around, I can simply drag and drop it around, and that's simple. So I'm going to go back to pages. Let me go right here to Jared Poland. Let me show you my actual site. And yes, it does say enter me. Kitty, you just bit me. You will get thrown away if you bite me again. I hit enter me, because that's what it says, and it enters right into this gallery that I chose. But if I go to Personal Stories, Special Olympics, it's already live on the website, ready to go with the images loaded. Boom, go to the next one, go to the next one, go to the next one. And one of the best things that you can have on a site is a site that does this, right? It's creating, no matter what size screen you're on, Kitty, now you're biting, what do you, okay, you want to play. But you can see, I forget what this is called real quick while Kitty's biting me, but it's a responsive website, meaning as you change the size of the website, the site changes and the images change, which is good because remember back in the days when people would have non-responsive sites and you'd go like this and the images would be all across the screen and it doesn't act responsibly? Anyway, that's what I got right there. So this is a rapid fire critique, Squarespace rapid fire critique. I hope this helps a lot of you guys out there because the point of these critiques is to help you make your site better, to help you do more business. And in this case, Rhonda's looking to do business, so I'm telling it like it is. Make these changes, Rhonda, and I think you will do better when people go to your site. The Zenfolio thing isn't working for you. So that's pretty much where I'll leave it. If you're looking for a fast and easy solution to build your personal website quickly, check out Squarespace. Go to squarespace.com/fro, which helps me out when you decide to use it. If you decide that it's for you after your 14-day free trial, use the code FRO at checkout to get 10% off your first month or first year. And it also helps me continue to make all of this content. So a big thank you to you guys for watching. Again, if you'd like to submit yours, go to bit.ly/FroCritiques. To check out the last critique that I've done, go ahead and click up here on the screen. There's also another cool video over here, just in case you want to check it out. And that's where I'll leave it. Jared Poland, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya. Say goodbye, kitty. Merle.